Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my previous subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be talking about and discussing former president, U.S. president, the 44th president of the United States, President Barack Obama. We're talking about him in today's video. We're talking about whether or not he's going to be running for a third term, if even. We're going to find out what his political future is. And we're going to go from there in today's video. It's going to be on the lighter side of things. It is going to be on the less intense energy. At least that's how I'm thinking it's going to go. Again, like I said, I don't know until the video actually goes in, but you're going to know based on how long this video is. Anyway, this video is being recorded on Thursday, May 29th at 12:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as in when I'm recording this specific video. If you want me to do any other videos on other people, let me know in the comment section below. I already have one for Harris that's coming up soon. And we also have one for Pete Buttigieg, because I did get a dream on that a long time ago, but we're talking about it again sometime soon. But I will put that in the link of that video for Pete Buttigieg. And then we're also going to do a video on Vice President J.D. Vance. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's just delve right in. But before we do this video, it's just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. If you want to help out the channel grow, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, engaging with the content, watching the video longer than normal, or even better yet, sharing this video content with others really help out the channel grow and help the algorithm of this YouTube channel. So, with that being said, if you do all those things, you do some of those things, you'll be put on a community spotlight every Monday, and it's recommended by YouTube via AI, and based on, it looks at your past history, it looks at what you do now on the channel, and it tells me, okay, these are the people who are the most active for the previous week, and I just tell you guys who you are. So, thank you for all of you guys who have done just that. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. If you want to be notified when I do post and upload, go into the comment section below or the description and follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group. I have also just went on to the donation link. Some of you guys have donated. Speaking of which, I am going to be starting a new donation link because some of you guys did not like PayPal because it is either tied to Peter Thiel or Elon Musk, or I think it might be both. So I am going to open up a brand new donation link. You guys have wanted a donation link in my videos. I personally do not like donations. I feel like we should not be donating during a time of economic turmoil. So please, if you are struggling, do not donate. I don't ever want you to feel obligated that you have to. Do not feel in any way compelled you have to donate. We do have Catherine U, Margie S, Doris S, Margie S, Norma M, and Catherine U. Thank you for all you guys who have donated. Seriously, thank you. All your donation proceeds go directly back into you guys, back into the YouTube channel. It goes into your own bank account, which actually I have a bank account specifically for this YouTube channel. Any money I get helps me buy certain things, or even better, help fix things that may not work and function anymore. Like, for example, I got a brand new computer. So thank you guys so much for doing that. It goes right back into you guys. I don't use that money for my own self. I use it for only you guys only, and it will be used soon to help run personal readings for you guys as well. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's begin. We have a lot to get through in today's video. Let's just get on this and let's just start. This video is way too long already. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me. Tell me about former President Barack Obama. Is he going to be in the White House again? I'm seeing him in the White House. I'm seeing this specific card in America Eclipse with him playing with his son and the elephant. And remember, Barack Obama does not have a son. I just forgot that for a minute, but he does have a son in his card. So, yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's a very beautiful picture. Anyway, besides the point, Spirit Angels, tell me about former President Barack Obama. Is Barack Obama going to be running for a third term? A third term for the presidency of the United States? Is Barack Obama going to be running for a third term? Now, whatever this said, I do want you guys to keep aware of that just because it said that maybe no, Barack Obama is not running, does not mean that 45 doesn't somehow run for a third term. It might just mean that Barack Obama might know where he lies, he does not want to run. So to keep that in mind, this is not the end all be all. Alright, so Spirit Angels, tell me about Barack Obama and his political future. Barack Obama and his political future in the United States in regards to the presidency of the United States. Will he be running again? Okay, so we have this. We have a moon challenging the resistance. We have national security. We have the Three of Wands here. Final outcome card for Barack Obama. Thank you. There are 3 cards here. So it must be really big. Whatever this is big. We have here on the bottom of the deck, we have Taurus, oil spill, leakage. There's not leakage here. There's no oil spill, but the High Priestess does come in. This is going to be very important in a little bit. We do have here on the top of the deck, though, we do have faith, right? It depends on the way the country goes. It can either choose authoritarian path or it can choose the handmaid's tale. Regardless, the United States is going through one of these timelines. Right? This happened in the year of the 24, which it did. It happened in the 2024. So it's either going to go through the handmaid's tale or it's going to go through the authoritarian right-wing fascist leadership. We won't know where we are right now because it's kind of like blending up them all. What is underneath this fate? We have the 5 of coin. It feels very much so that despite all of this, despite what this political leader is doing, this is not talking about Obama. They're talking about the current political leader, Trump and his administration. We have here the 5 of coin. In order for this to occur, people need to not be homeless. That's the question. The question is the stability of the economy. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look at Barack Obama's future as possibly running for president. Okay, the first card that comes in is we have the charity card, Peter Pan. Interesting, I gotta do a Peter Pan video. Anyway, we have charity, and charity is reversed. It's telling me here that this is not without question. This is not without funding. So if Obama were to do it, he would do this because he wants to do something, not because he has people backing him, not because he has public support, not because he wants to expose somebody. If he was to run, he will run on his own terms. No one else can force Obama to run. He already served his 8 years, right? So it's saying this is a man who, in a way, feels like he's weighing the options. And if he thinks the options are in his favor or it's best for what's best for the country, then he will pursue that. But no one can convince Obama to run. Obama can only convince himself to run. We have here the challenge to the charity card, Gemini, Trump. The Gemini, Trump. This is the one that's going to be challenging this decision. Is what kind of effect, if he does decide to run, what kind of effect would Trump have on his ability to run? Now, for example, they found a loophole. Well, they're essentially saying that because 45 is considered the 45th president and the 47th and did not have a consecutive term, therefore he's going to be eligible to run for a 3rd term because technically he did not get a full consecutive year. And essentially the way that it will work is, this is a loophole. So for example, it says non-consecutive presidents, which basically means you serve 4 years, you don't serve the next 4 years, you serve the next 4 years after that. That's a non-consecutive term, which is not a continuation of the last 4 years, like Obama was, where he served from 2009 all the way to 2017. So that is what it's talking about. But in this regard, it's saying here that there's a loophole in the system. A loophole in the system, if this was to ever be passed and to basically overturn this amendment that restricts the president's ability to only get 2 terms no matter how many times they run or not, well, then what this would essentially do is that, for example, if you were a corrupt individual, you take 2 people, J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, right? I run 4 years. I say I'm not running. You run 4 years. You make me president because I'm vice president. I didn't win the term, so therefore I'm still eligible to run again and continue the cycle because it's non-consecutive. That's the whole point. That's the whole legal system, is that there's a loophole in the system to be able to allow you to keep running, to allow you to keep being president, keep being leader, basically be the de facto leader, essentially. But that is how that will work. All the other ways that they were doing it, they were planning that, okay, well, 45 is the 45th and the 47th, but because the 45th was not a continuation in 2020, therefore the 47th term would essentially mean that, he is eligible to run because he considered 47. The 47th president with the new title is allowed and allocated to have another 4 years of the presidency, and they're going to try to do it that way. But they're going to try to ban non-consecutive. So Bill Clinton, George Bush, and Obama cannot run. Well, Biden can run, but none of those other 4 can. Other 3 can. But that's the whole concept, that's the whole idea behind all this. It's rather interesting, but also kind of scary about how it's going to go about and what's going to happen. But it does feel very much so that like I said, Obama's going to have to make a decision. No one can force Obama to run. But his decision will be determined based off of Gemini. Now, I'm also getting something here with Hawaii. So there's going to be something here with Hawaii. You can kind of see the little flower, the Hawaiian flower. I just realized Hawaii is where Obama was born, or that's the state that he served. I don't know exactly too much about Obama and his birthplace, so I do apologize for that. But there is some sort of connection to here with Hawaii. I'm also getting Tulsi Gabbard. There's something here with Tulsi Gabbard, which makes sense because the National Security Act or agency is here. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We do have here, we have the 8 of Wands reverse. The 8 of Wands reverse is the resistance card. This is whether or not he can be resistant to this is yet to be determined. Right? How much can Obama do? What can Obama do with the question? Can he create the change and could be able to create a coalition against 45 or 45 coalition stronger than Obama's coalition? That's the question. Right? And here you have the challenge to both of these is the moon card. The moon card is what is hiding? What wolf do you want? What wolf do you want to feed? You can feed the good wolf or you can feed the bad wolf, but you can't have both wolves. One is going to overpower the other. Then the next card that comes in is on the next card after the 8 of Wands reverse is prudence, which is National Security Act, right? This is the what do you call it? The agency, right? What agency is this? National Security. Oh my God. I think it's not the IRS. Oh my God. It's literally in the name. It's CIA or something like that. I don't know, but it's in the name. It's the National Security Act. But there's something here that I feel like I'm missing, but it's an agency here. Something is watching something, but it's playing the game, but it's playing Rubik's Cube. But it's playing it so perfectly well. It's defined, like they're almost like, whoever this individual is, or it could be Tulsi Gabbard, whoever this is, they're already plotting in advance. There's some sort of plot that's made in advance. And here you have the 3 of Wands here. And the 3 of Wands here, you have the High Priestess, right? The guy painted the 3 of Wands. We literally talked about the, what do you call it? The High Priestess, right? Here's the High Priestess underneath the leak. We won't know about the decision, but here's the High Priestess. What is behind the High Priestess? We have here air, pollution. That dark energy, dark aura, right? It's saying here that they're creating the image that they want. So this person here, Obama's decision, and though it's his choice, no one can force Obama to run, it almost feels like they're playing a perfect game of chess. So somebody's playing with Obama's political future, and Obama's not so much able to make a definitive determination because someone's going to be able to play the game of politics, able to play the game of life, if you will. They ever play the Monopoly game or the game of life? Feels very much like that. Now, Obama's future is right here. What is his political future? Okay, we have Sagittarius, right? This is the November election. This is when the election happened. It's the Sagittarius reverse with the Earth grounding, right? Beekeeper. But this is the bees that are dead. They're dead. They're not even like alive. They're spraying it with pesticides. This is Earth, right? It's reversed, grounding. And here you have reversed as well as the 7 of Swords. I think there's a lot of determination, a lot of mindset that he's going to have to really think very hard if this is a good idea. He feels very much so that despite certain opposition among the Biden campaign, it does feel very much as if Obama isn't wanting to overshadow other political contenders, those who can do more change, those who have more panache, who has more energy, has more charisma. It doesn't feel like as if Obama won't do it. Just feels like he wants to give an opportunity for others to showcase their stamina instead of being a de facto leader and say, hey, listen, I'm back. I'm going to be the Democratic nominee. And obviously he will get it, but he feels very much so he wants to give the American people the option to really choose who they want. So it feels like if Obama was to announce it, he would announce it very late before the date closed. Because he wants to give those other people a head start to really put their name out. Because if you have Obama, again, Gretchen Whitmer, people don't know who Gretchen Whitmer is compared to the former president. Right? Obama, everybody knows who Obama is. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, everybody knows who Obama is. He's a household name. But Gretchen Whitmer, well, she's only a household name in Michigan and maybe other Democratic households. But now she has since then turned a little bit towards the Republican. But anyway, besides the point is that Obama feels very much like, again, I don't speak on his behalf. This is just for entertainment purposes only. feels like as if he wants to give others a chance before he makes any decision. But again, nobody can force Obama to do anything. Obama will make the decision himself. That's where I'm getting into these videos, so that we're going to leave off on that note. Thank you. I love you. And have a great night. Thank you for all you guys have donated. Thank you for all you guys have participated on the channel. And thank you for your belief in the channel. I love you. Have a great night. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. I love you.